program. What are some of the key questions I should ask myself before I jump in?
That's a great question. Taking time for some self-reflection and planning is crucial before you launch anything new. You don't want to just dive in head first without thinking things through.
So, what are some of those essential questions businesses should be asking themselves? What comes to mind first?
The first one, and it's a big one, is who is your ideal member? Who are you trying to attract and retain with this program? It's not about trying to appeal to everyone. It's about focusing on a specific group of people who will really benefit from what you offer.
Right. You need to know who you're talking to before you can even start thinking about the program itself. It's like writing a letter, you got to know who you're sending it to before you start writing.
Exactly. Once you have a good picture of that ideal member, then you can tailor your program to their specific needs and wants. Figure out what they're looking for, what their pain points are, and how your membership can offer solutions.
It's about solving a problem for your members, not just throwing a bunch of random perks at them.
You got it. People are way more likely to join and stick with a program if it actually helps them with the problem they're facing. It needs to make their lives easier, better, or more fulfilling in a real way.
So it's not just about creating another Me Too membership program. You need a clear value proposition that sets you apart from the competition.
Absolutely essential.
Yeah.
These days, you need something that makes you stand out, something that makes people choose you over everyone else.
If you're not different, you're dead, right?
Right. Yeah.
That old saying.
That's a good one. You
Right.
got to have something unique to offer that makes people say, I want to be part of this.
Yeah.
And that unique thing can be anything, your specific services, your brand values, the community you create. It's about figuring out what makes you special and showcasing it.
Telling your story in a way that resonates with those ideal members.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try different things. See what works. There's no one size fits all. You got to find what works best for you and your business.
It's all about adapting, being willing to change. But how do you know what's working and what's not? Do you just go with your gut?
Intuition is important, but data is your best friend when it comes to making decisions about your membership program. That's another area where ClinicSoftware.com CRM is really helpful. It lets you track everything, analyze your data, and make smart choices.
So it's a blend of creativity and data. Like having a roadmap and a compass, you know where you're going and you have the tools to get there.
Love that analogy. And remember, building a successful membership program is a marathon, not a sprint. You need patience, persistence, and the willingness to adjust course along the way.
It's about enjoying the journey, right? If you're not passionate about what you're doing, it'll show. Your members will pick up on that lack of enthusiasm and it'll hurt your program.
You're absolutely right. Passion is contagious. It's one of the most important things when you're building a community.
So we've talked about the practical stuff, prices, expectations, marketing. But what about the human side of things? How do you create a membership experience that's really engaging, fulfilling?
That's where the magic happens. It's about going beyond just the transactions and creating a space where people feel connected, supported, inspired.
Building a community where people feel like they belong, where they can connect with others, grow, learn together.
Exactly. It's about creating an environment where people feel safe to be themselves, share their stories, and support each other. It's about fostering that sense of belonging that goes beyond just the services you offer.
It's about creating an experience that's enriching, transformative.
You're right. When people feel like they're part of something bigger, they're more likely to stay engaged, to spread the word. They become loyal advocates for your brand.
You become those raving fans, right? Can't wait to tell everyone about your amazing community. But how do you actually do that? What are some practical tips for creating that kind of engagement and excitement?
That's a great question. And honestly, we could do a whole deep dive just on